This is just going to be a quick video about the lubrication for the pistons on the 195.6 or a 3.2 liter AMC engine made from 1956 to 1965 if I'm not mistaken. And this applies to the overhead valve engine as well as the flathead. And the reason I was concerned about the piston lubrication is because as you can see there, these rod bearings, they've got a hole on them, and this allows, once every rotation, the hole in the crankshaft will align with this hole here, and it will squirt oil into the connecting rod, into the squirt hole here, and this will go onto the camshaft, and I discussed that on another video. Now I've done away with that. The new bearings used from the 232, the 3.8 liter engine, they don't have that hole there. And if I'm not mistaken, the rods don't have any squirt holes on them either. But that's got nothing to do with the pistons themselves. There's no hole going through here up there. Now, there are holes on the pistons there, and some pistons don't have those holes. So I was just curious. There's no holes on the anything directing direct oil to the piston, so that sort of worried me. So I went to the manual, and it has a description of the lubrication circuit and the way that the piston. I initially thought that possibly the squirt hole here would not only throw oil at the camshaft, but somehow it would throw oil at the piston as well. But as you can see, the squirt hole, it's at a completely different angle. It will never reach the piston there. The piston was way up here. The squirt hole is like that way. It's going. I mean, somehow perhaps it could hit a wall and then reflect off the wall and hit the piston somehow. But remember, this hole here, it only you don't get continuous oil here. So it only squirts once every rotation. So it only squirts, like I said, when the crankshaft hole aligns with the connecting rod hole. Then it squirts a little bit of oil through there, but that's it. Now, the pistons to me are the things on the engine that get the most stress out of everything else and the most friction because of their size, and the rings here, they get a lot of friction there. And they're exposed to direct heat explosions, so they're pretty much the ones that are the worst off parts of the engine. So it sort of amazed me that there was nothing, to direct oil directly there, and so it sort of baffled me. So I finally went to the manual and read the lubrication circuit, and what it says is that the pistons are lubricated from the throw out of oil between the connecting rods. So that sort of means to me this space here on this side and this side. There's a little bit of play there in the crankshaft, so it'll go on like that. On the crankshaft like that. And this little bit of space here is what throws oil up into the piston. So just from there. So that's the lubrication system there. Pretty amazing considering all the stress that the pistons are going through, but that's how it works. And if I'm not mistaken,